Hi everyone, this is Miss Mansouri again with another maths lesson for you. Today we are going to continue for the last time on our skip counting, just to finish off our third lesson. This is going to be more of a recap lesson of counting in 2s, 5s and 10s. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, I'm giving you a 10-minute quick activity to fill out on a piece of paper. Okay, what I'd like you to do is to find 2 more than 8, 2 less than 12. So you need to make sure that you're looking at the correct words to know if you are going forwards or backwards on your number lines. Okay, once you've done that, please upload them to Tapestry and I can check them for you. Okay, I'm not going to continue on this page, so please pause it to complete the activity. Okay, so let's move on to our problem of today. So, due to the current problem, I've had a delivery at work and I've had all of these different types of objects. Okay, so before I can give them out to the rest of the teachers, I need to know how much I have in total of each of the objects. So as you can see, I have some books, I have a lot of pencils ready for us when we get back, and lots of glue sticks. So what I'd like you to do is to see if you can find a quick way to work out how much books I have in total, how many pencils I have in total, and then how many glue sticks I have in total. Okay, so as you can see, I've covered up the answers, so something packs of books and something books in each pack. That is what you need to work out, how much you need to have of each. Okay, so I'd like you to pause on this page just while you are solving the answers, because I'm now going to move on and we are going to go through the answers together. Okay, so let's have a look. So for each thing, first count how many groups and then how many are in each group. So I've done a little table to show you a quick way to record your answers. So I've put the name of the object, as you can see, which was the books, and then I counted how many books packs I had. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I had 5 packs, and I know in each pack, because they've told me on the side, look, that there is 10. Okay, so I have 5 lots of 10. Okay, so I've used a number of methods, as you can see. I've used 10 frames. So I've got 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which represents the 5 books. And then each one, I know that there is 10. So I could count them using a 10 frame. 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So I know that I have 50 books in total. But I wanted to double check because I wasn't quite sure if I did it right. So I also used my grid square and I then used a number line to just double check. So I started on 0 and I did 5 jumps of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I worked out that my answer was correct. So well done at home if you got that correct. Give yourselves a big fantastic. Okay, so let's move on to the next one that I wanted to solve. So I looked at the pencils next. So in each pencil pack, I needed to work out first how many I had. So I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I wrote 6 into my table. I then wanted to know how many was in each pack. So I looked on the cover and it told me that there was 5 pieces in each pack. So, as you can tell, I've used a 10 frame, but I've used 2 different sets of colours to represent the different groups of 5. So as you can see, 1 pack is in red, 1 pack is in yellow, 1 pack is in red, 1 pack is in yellow, and vice versa. So I have 6. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs in total. Let's count them then. 10, 20, 30. So I counted in 10s because I knew that my 10 frames were full. Or I could have counted in 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And just to double check my answer, I used a different method as well. I used my grid square and I also used my number line to show my jumps as I was going along, as you can see. So again, well done if you got that at home. Let's move on to our last packs of glue sticks for today. So first of all, I needed to count how many packs there were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I wrote that into my table. And then I wanted to work out how many was in each pack. Well, I can see visually using my eyes that there is 2 in each pack. So again, I use the 2 different colours to represent each packs. And I'm going to count. Am I going to start with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? Or could I just start with 10 and then continue counting? Because I've already got a full 10 frame. So 10, 12, 14. Well done at home if you said 16. Good job. So just to double check my answers, I again used my grid square, and then I used a number line just to double check my answers as well. So well done if you solved that problem at home, and thank you because you've helped me a lot. So the next thing I want you to think about is which one of these is the odd one out? So we have A, B, C, and D. I would like you to explain, it does say to your partner, but maybe to your mummies or daddies or your brothers or sisters, why is it odd? Why is it different? How do we know this? So I'm going to let you pause this now and have a little quick discussion, okay? Well done. So I'm going to go through the odd one out with you first, just so you can work out the problem yourselves after you've talked to your partners. So A is counting in what? How many jumps? We're jumping in twos. Well done. B, again, is jumping in twos. So are these two similar? Yes, they are. Well done. Let's have a look at C. So we've got 2 red beads, 2 white beads, 2 red beads, 2 white beads. So what do you think they're counting in? Well done if you said twos again. So 2, 4, 6, 8. And then D is slightly different. Why? Let me count. 5, 10, 15, 20. So which one is the odd one out? Well, for me, I would say D is the odd one out because it's counting in 5s and not 2s. Well done, you. So what I'd like you to do now is if you have access at home to an internet, please type in splat square into Google. And what you are going to do is you are going to do counts of 2s, 5s and 10s. Okay, it does make a very loud noise, as you can hear. So I'm going to press mute, but you can have it nice and loud and it'd be more interesting for you. So I'm going to start by counting in 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You are going to continue that pattern. I am then going to use a different colour to count in 5s. 5, it's disappeared. I wonder why. Talk to the person next door to you and tell them, why do you think that disappeared? And then finally, you are going to count in 10s. And again, it disappears. And then you can continue your patterns. Once you've filled in your whole 100 grid square, what I'd like you to do is see if you can spot the patterns and maybe write some facts down that what you can see. Okay, so going back, you could draw out your own grid square. You don't have to go all up to 100, you can go up to 50, that is fine, because that's what I'm expecting you to be able to do. If you really want to challenge yourself and go to 100, that would be fantastic too. So you could draw this out onto a piece of paper and you can colour in 2s, and then draw another one and do 5s, and then do another one and do 10s. I think you could write the numbers out yourselves. Maybe you might need a little bit of help from mummies and daddies just to draw out your grid square, but I would really like to see you trying to do your number formations yourselves and making sure that your numbers are the correct way. Once you've done that, please write in any facts that you can see looking at your grid squares. Okay, so you can pause the video now and get on with that activity, and then I will continue to the next page. Okay, so now that you've completed that activity, we're going to do a little bit of problems together. Okay, so how many peas can you count all together? Can you complete the sentences? So there are something peas on each plate. There are something plates, and there are something peas all together. So first of all, we need to work out how many peas are on each plate. So we are going to count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you can see, I crossed them out because it made it a little bit easier for us to count. So there are 10 peas in each plate. How many plates do we have all together? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, and 3 plates. So that means I have 10 lots of 3. Did I say something incorrect there? 10 lots of 3. That means I have 10 lots of 3. So that means there would only be 3 on each plate. What should I have said? Tell the person next door to you, please. Well done. If you said at home, I have 3 lots of 10, because I have 10 on one plate, 10 on another plate, and 10 on the last plate. So well done if you spotted that mistake. So this is why you need to be very careful in how you say what is on each group, okay? Because that's why you work out how you're going to be counting, okay? So if I know that there's 10 peas on each plate and I have 3 plates, that means I have to count in tens. So 10, 20, 30, well done. I'm going to write it. It's quite tricky to write on here. There we go, well done. And then I could use a number line as well to represent it to show my groups as well. Okay. So this one you are going to solve independently by yourself. So George is buying some balloons for a birthday party. They come in groups of 5. So George buys how many groups first? Count how many groups there are. And then you need to count how many are in each balloon. And then you will fill this out on a piece of paper for me. So please pause and then you can solve your answers. Now you're going to move on to the next problem. So you will need to pause this problem and you might want to draw out your fish bowls to represent the problem. So Jen has a range of fish in different bowls. She wants to know how many fish are there in total. Okay, so how many altogether are there? So you need to find a way to show me how many there are. I'm now going to move on to the next problem, so you might want to pause. This is just a quick discussion page with your mummies and daddies to see if you could match the correct image to the correct number line that they've used to solve the problem. Okay, so again, you might need to pause to solve. So you are looking at what are they grouped in. So I'm going to start with the eyes because that is the easiest one to group. What are they grouped in? Well done at home if you said they are in groups of 2, and I could circle them to show a group. There we go. So I know that they are counting in 2s. So I'm going to join them together. Let's look at the next one. I'm going to start at the top now. So let's see how much is in a row of fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's check on the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. So they're grouped in 5s. So I'm looking for the number line that is skip counting in 5s. Well done. If you spotted it, it is this one here. And then finally, the last one is in groups of 10. Okay, you can see there. And we can double check just by counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we know that 5 and 5 makes 10. So I can then match it to the correct one. Well done. So now that we've worked out which one we were skip counting, and I would like you to now work out how many fingers there are, how many sticks, and then how many eyes. And can you show your workings out? Please upload them to Tapestry, and then I will be able to see how you've worked out your problems. So again, you'll need to pause because I'm going to go on to the next few questions for you. I'm going to go through the next few questions quite quickly. So you're going to have to just pause on each question. So I've just put a range of questions that you can solve at home with your mummies and daddies or independently if you can. So question 3, you're skip counting in 5s. Well done. So can you complete the STEM sentence at the bottom? Question 4 is a bit of a challenge. So which number is the odd one out? Explain your answers and can you prove it? And as we spoke about proving it last time, you need to show a method to show how you know that it is not correct, okay? I'm looking forward to seeing some of your reasoning and problem solving questions uploaded. And then final questions of question 5 for reasoning. Philip is counting the beanbags. Explain his mistake. To have a look at this problem, can you explain how he has done a mistake? And then just to finish off for today, this is just a quick thing to get you thinking. In a shop, grapes come in bunches of 10. Max wants to buy 40 grapes. Are there enough grapes here for him? And that comes to the end of our lesson for today. We will be coming back next week for new lessons of equal groups. So we're moving on to multiplication and division next week. Okay, I know it says Tuesday, please ignore that. So I will upload these next week for you, okay? So I hope you're all staying safe and well, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of your uploads on Tapestry. Bye.